Fabrizio Romano drops Monday morning bombshell over unstoppable Man United target.
Florian Wirtz gives impressions on Manchester United transfer. Ashley Young on Manchester United transfer.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel. Galatasaray will return to negotiations with Napoli today in hopes of hashing out a deal for Victor Osimhen once and for all. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed the clubs are back in active talks to try and seal the forward's long-awaited switch, which fell through at the final stages last Friday when Napoli rejected a €70 million, £60.6 million package. Whilst it is anticipated Osimhen will sign for the Turkish champions, having spent the 2024-2025 campaign on loan at Rams Park and played a vital role in their triumphs, there remains the slightest shred of hope amongst Manchester United supporters that Ineos will swoop in to try and hijack the deal. Reports have even suggested over the weekend that United have maintained contact with the Nigerian international, although these, of course, may be wide of the mark. From fans' perspective, Osimhen is their ideal centre-forward signing to enter the 2025-2026 term with. Not only is he just 26 years old, but he has also consistently proven to be one of the most prolific goal scorers in world football since his breakthrough at Lille. Adding him to Ruben Amorim's ranks following a season in which the Reds finished 15th placed in the Premier League while scoring a measly 44 goals is essentially a risk-free and potentially transformative acquisition. Why United have opted against submitting an offer for Osimhen. Yet, while that is likely echoed by Ineos behind the scenes, it's the player's wage demands that are simply too extortionate for United to match. It's even been claimed by one journalist that the club made an approach to Osimhen and asked whether he'd be willing to lower his demands to complete an Old Trafford move. This was, however, rebuffed by the experienced frontman. Manchester United have been used as an example to demonstrate that Florian Wirtz's record move to Liverpool still represents value for money despite having cost a British record transfer fee. Former Premier League star Marcus Babel has hailed Florian Wirtz as the standout signing of the summer, despite the hefty sum required to snatch him from Bayer Leverkusen. Manchester United's rivals have made several signings in the transfer window after winning their 20th top-flight title. However, Wirtz is by far the most high-profile deal, completing a move worth up to £116 million. After extensive speculation and edging out competition from Manchester City, Liverpool snapped up Wirtz last month in a move that could set a new British transfer record. Former Liverpool and Germany defender Babel believes that the club have not overpaid for Wirtz and argued that his opinion would be the same if he had joined United. Florian Wirtz is easily the best signing of the summer transfer window so far, Babel told Games Hub. That was the deal of the year in my opinion, and that isn't just because the Premier League champion signed him. If Man United had made the deal, it would be no different. He's a fantastic player that will add so much value to the team. No one was talking about Liverpool getting the deal done either. Everyone assumed he'd join Bayern Munich, Man City or Real Madrid. But it was always clear to me from the start that he'd be heading to Liverpool to play under Arne Slot and alongside some of the best players in Europe, such as Virgil van Dijk and Mohamed Salah. United have signed Matheus Cunha for £62.5 million as part of their rebuild this summer, and the club are pursuing a deal for Brentford forward Bryan Mbeumo. In addition, teenage prospects Diego Leon and Enzo Cannabajik have also joined the club. However, United fans will hope that Wirtz's ambitions at Liverpool fall flat. During his 5-year stint at Leverkusen, Wirtz emerged as one of the world's leading talents, prompting the substantial fee Liverpool paid for him. Following his introduction as Liverpool's most expensive signing, Wirtz shared his aspirations. "I would like to win everything every year. In the end, we want to be successful. Last season they won the Premier League, so my goal is for sure to win it again and also to go further in the Champions League. I'm really ambitious." Wirtz described his decision to join Liverpool as the next step in his career trajectory, expressing his enthusiasm for the new challenge. "I'm really excited to have a new adventure in front of me. This was also a big point of my thoughts. I want to have something completely new, to go out of the Bundesliga and to join the Premier League. I will see how I can perform there.
Io puno kando my best.
I just thought that it was the right point in my career to make the next step, and of course I wanted to get to a club that is from the top 3 in the world. In my opinion, Liverpool is one of them. I just saw myself in the best hands in Liverpool." Manchester United haven't had the greatest transfer window since signing Matheus Cunha, but Ashley Young has managed to see a glimpse of Sir Alex Ferguson's genius in the club's approach. It was a window that promised much after flying out of the blocks, as Man United signed Matheus Cunha within the first week of June. Soon after, the interest in Brian Bumo was established, but to everybody's surprise, that is where the window peaked. However, even with one signing and two young prospects in Diego Leon and Enzo Konobayak, Ashley Young has seen a glimpse of a different approach from the club that reminds him of Sir Alex Ferguson's genius. Young can talk about Man United with some authority because not only was he at Old Trafford for Sir Alex's final hurrah, but he also saw the club decline in real time. Therefore, he is uniquely placed to compare how things were done under Sir Alex, how they were done after, and what changes he's seeing now. So when Young says United are finally doing something in the window that they haven't since Sir Alex retired, it holds some weight. Speaking to Sky Sport, Young dissected United's approach in the window so far, and said it reminds him of how Sir Alex had a laser-focused way of strengthening the squad. He said, most of his signings had Premier League experience to gel into the squad. He had a dossier to know everything about the player. He was a genius. He just knew what players would fit into the squad, hungry, hardworking, winners. That was the key. It's a different approach. You've got to have a different approach to what's gone on in the past and hopefully see a change in what's been going on. While it's hard to argue that a team that finished 15th in the league last season will be massively improved with just two signings, the situation is not as black and white. For one, Ruben Amorim's arrival mid-season caused complete upheaval, which wasn't helped by the executive structure above him constantly changing, too. Furthermore, United, especially later in the season, regularly dominated games without scoring, which is the kind of luck that eventually turns around. Effectively, United, even as constructed, were not the 15th best team in the league, and with the addition of genuine, proven, Premier League quality, combined with a preseason and some shooting luck, could easily rocket up the standings. The rebuild will continue each window, but the Glazer-era contracts have made it impossible to accelerate it. In the meantime, they just have to show continuous improvement, even if it is minimal.